Yo, so we're back here with 2026 quarterback from Russell County High School, Bryson Riggins, man. For y'all that don't know, I'm from Fort Mitchell, Alabama, Phoenix City, Alabama. We're actually in Fort Mitchell right now. Russell County is about, 20 minutes away from us? About 20 minutes away from us, up 431. The first phone call I made was to Coach Smook, and you all saw his interview and how he, spoke on Bryson. But when he said Bryson Riggins, I was like, okay, I heard that name a few times. If I asked you what makes Bryson Riggins, what would you say?
I'm a very humble person, a likable person. Treat you how you treat me, and I'm just be me. I don't want to fake it for nobody, nothing like that. I'm just be me, be real, authentic. I feel like if me and you just met, we can get along together. We could talk about anything, sports, big on sports, football especially, and, just anything.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And now, when Bryson gets frustrated, because we all get frustrated, we all get angry. What's the calming factor for Bryson? What's the process of maintaining focus? Whether it's in the heat of a game where things aren't going right, whether it's experiencing troubles in the classroom, personal issues. I know you got the ladies chasing you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what's the process in Bryson's mind?
It all goes back to my mother. Just all the stuff that she go through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't let any little small anything phase me or whatever. So once I started to get mad, I just started thinking about her. What would she say about this?
Okay. What's your why for wanting to be successful? Not just on the field, but in the classroom, in life. What's your why?
I'm pretty self-motivated. I just want to be successful in life, whether it's football, business, soccer, anything. But my little sister and my mama, there's my outside motivation.
Yeah.
That keeps me going, stuff like that.
Okay. That's tough, man. I love that. And we talked on the show. We always talk about family and keeping everything first, keeping God first, then family, and everything else fall in place. So when you have that type of mindset, it sets you up for success. I don't care who you are. So diving it, a little bit deeper into your plan on the field, your career thus far. You had the privilege of becoming a young starter, all right? Most quarterbacks usually get their first chop at varsity at their 10th grade year, but you came into your sophomore year with somebody in front of you. What was that like to know? You was gonna have to compete for real.
I've been competing my whole life, but I transferred in after my ninth grade season or whatever, knowing that I was gonna have to compete, which I did, and I didn't see no problem with it. I just wanted to go to work every day until it was my time.
Okay. And you earned that. Tell the story of how that moment happened. And what was that feeling like? Getting that call, hey, Riggins, let's go.
We was in, I can't remember what game of the season it was, but we was playing Stanhope Airmore, and we had started the game. We was kind of going back and forth, not too much motion going on in the game. And then at halftime, I was in the locker room. Quarterback coach came to me. He was like, warm up. We're finna put you in. See what you can do. And then so I started to warm up, and people started to get excited in the locker room or whatever. And they were just coming up telling me you got this, no pressure, stuff like that. And my quarterback coach told me, he said, all you gotta do is be you, and I won't take you out the game no more for the rest of the season. And then all I know, we got the ball in the second half. I handed the ball off, and then I threw a pass, and I was like, yeah, I got this. Yeah. And then the next play, I threw a bomb to Jamar Burnett, and it was just the rest of history.
Yeah. You finished your first season as a starter, and you didn't start all 10 games of the season. Let's make that clear. Bryson did not start all 10 games of the season. But looking at your stats, man, 8 games, 2,067 yards. 26 touchdown passes, ended the season with a 103.8 QBR as a sophomore, first year starter at Russell County High School in the second hardest region of high school football in the state of Alabama. When you hear that, does it even register what you did in 8 games as a first year starter?
Kind of in between. I knew I was capable of doing it, so I was like, once I started to do it and get my groove on, it was like, I got this, and you know. But at the same time, it was like, I can't believe I was shocked. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm really doing this. Like,
Any preseason accolades coming from the local area, anything like that, or you still trying to get all the way on the map?
still trying to get all of it.
And you know what? I'm gonna encourage you right now. Use that as motivation. All that newspaper clippings and social media stuff, it's all cool, but it ain't needed. But I'm gonna tell you, it helps. Yeah. When you feel disrespected, you go out there and you show them why they need to respect you. And it ain't about you. It's about the quality of what you bring to the field. And I'm telling you, as a coach myself, as somebody who scouts talent, you have the intangibles. You have the natural instincts. You have the IQ. You have the arm strength. You have the speed. But those numbers are crazy. 8 games, 2,067 yards, 25 passing touchdowns. And that's your first year as a starter with a new coach, you know. And you all saw how Coach Griggs spoke highly of Bryson and how they clicked. And now Coach Griggs said, you know, sometimes he feels like y'all are kind of like in each other's head. Is that? Do you get that same type of feeling? When did you feel like that started during this first season as a starter?
As we got towards like the middle of the season, you know what I'm saying, and like the play call and the quarterback got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't not necessarily arguments, but like back and forth debating on like why we like this, why we don't like this, stuff like that. Yeah, about different plays and different times in the game.
Looking at the future, what's your expectations by the end of your junior year? What are we looking at? You, and I'm gonna say this not to look for hype, but you want to set goals, man. You want to have such and such offers. You want this school to be looking your way. What's your goals by the end of this year when it comes to your on-field performance and what that reaps for you on, you know, going forward?
First of all, I want to be better than I did last year as far as turnovers. I want to increase my passing yards by another 1,000. Have a higher QB rating. Pick up a couple offers, you know what I'm saying? And since this year is crucial for me, I want to make the best of it and then carry that on to my senior year.
100%. Dream offers. LSU is on that list, of course. Yeah. Where else? Who else?
USC, Bama, of course.
Yeah.
Ohio State, because they wide receiver youth.
Yeah.
So you know you're going to get some wide receivers coming through there. Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
As long as he there, I get, man, listen. If Lane Kiffin come talking to my son, I'm making him listen. I don't care if he's a Bama fan. You better listen to Kiffin. You know what I'm saying? That's offensive players. You know how to set you up. So that's cool, man. So you got LSU, you got Alabama, you got USC. Any more? Colorado.
So, football, what it mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I started since I was like, I've been playing since I was like 3.
3?
Yeah, 3.
You remember your first big play? What's your first memory of football when you actually was playing organized ball?
I think I was like 5 years old, and our coach, we called a play called 33. He used to run it every game.
Yeah.
And he called it our first game. I took the handoff. I used to play running back. I took the handoff, hit the 3-hole.
Yeah. Took off, touchdown.
Best. What would you say you have to work on right now?
I feel like I probably have to work on like more so mid-level routes.
Yeah. Intermediate?
Like, yeah, intermediate routes.
I feel you on that. So faith in God, schoolwork, how does it be? You the second oldest?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. How, what's the big brother lifestyle like? Cause I only got one little brother. I got plenty like fake siblings, you know, but I only got one little brother, and we was like twins the whole way growing up.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta set the example. Like, you just, all the little brothers look up to you. Like, they might not tell you that, but they looking up to you. So everything you do, they gonna want to do. So you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Be there for them, give them advice.
If you had to put y'all on a level, and you know everybody respect everybody across the board, who do you see your offensive group, your wide receiver quarterback combination? Who you see y'all competition, or who y'all can compare to as far as elite in the state?
Compared to?
Yeah.
like we don't compare to nobody. I feel like we us. We just different from everybody. I feel like I trust my folk over any defense, any given day.
In a given day. That's tough, man. I like that. 'Cause you got the right mindset. But y'all, that's a little quick outside session with Bryson Riggins, QB, class of 2026, Russell County High School. We're gonna take it inside. We're gonna do our little interview, and we're gonna get into it, y'all. All right.
All right, sitting here with Marcus and Natoya Stinson, the parents of Bryson Riggins, quarterback of 2026, Russell County High School. Everybody knows, every elite athlete, especially in football, knows when you got mama cheering you on to something different. So kind of tell your part in what's Bryson become, what he's become now, or what we're seeing.
Well, I'm his biggest critic, but I'm also his #1 fan. I'm not the type of person that sugarcoats anything. So you throwing an interception, I'm telling you, like, you didn't take too many. You took too many steps.
Yeah.
Or you leaned the wrong way. So fix it.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up about it. Fix it. Keep each other uplifted.
When did you get to see? When did you feel like he became who he became? Like right now. When did you? What age? What time? What happened? What did you see?
He's always been special, but the year that he broke his leg, I seen a different person. He went from basically like Clark Kent to Superman.
Yeah.
Because he was disappointed with himself. He was like, I don't want to play football no more because I let my teammates down. I'm not going to be able to play. And they just couldn't believe that he was not crying. He was more focused on his teammates than his leg. And they were telling him that if his leg would have went back 1 more inch, his nerves would have snapped in half. And he would have never been able to play. So I think at that moment, he realized, like, God giving me another chance.
Yeah.
So I got to do something with it.
That's awesome. So I'm glad to see that he has that in place. Pop, I know you get real tight and interactive on everything. I know I can tell right now. I just heard Mama say when he throw interceptions, he ain't playing no games. But what has it been like from your stance, from your viewpoint, watching your son mature and grow up through this process and, you know, fight the adversity? We know he's under the quote unquote under the radar. But what has it been like from your point of view?
Well, from my point of view, you know, I saw a change in him at that same time, but, you know, he came to me going into his 4-year-old year and told me that he wanted to play, he wanted to be a quarterback. And I just told him that it's going to be a lot of scrutiny you're going to have to deal with, a lot of adversity. You know, you're going to have to deal with a lot of grown people, you know, talking down on you. And all the time, it's not about what you did wrong. It's just the fact that their kid is not in that same position. Mm-hmm. So I taught him that early. And, you know, when he broke his leg, like my wife said, you know, he was more concerned about his teammates than anything. But what really kind of woke him up, and I don't know if she know this, but there was a lot of chatter about he's scary, he's too small, he's shell-shocked, everything in the world about what he wasn't from a grown person's standpoint, you know, and we took that in stride.
So when we talk about mom's favorite moments with Bryson on the field, or funniest moment with Bryson on the field, what story we gonna get from mom?
My favorite moment was, I can't remember who we were playing, but the play was drawn up for him to throw to a receiver. It wasn't open, so he ran to get the first down. Mm-hmm. So he got a late hit. So the other team, everybody, you know, it's like, ooh. So he jumped up and did like this.
Yeah.
That was my favorite moment.
Man, I know moms love that.
I was like, hell yeah.
So are you one of them moms that be like, get off my baby?
No.
Okay.
Cut that in stride. Instead of us, you know, trying to be defensive about everything everybody else said. I teach all my boys every day. I have 4 boys. I teach them all the time that, you know, people are entitled to their opinion. You know, Bryson can go out this year and throw for 6,000 yards and 70 touchdowns, and there's going to be somebody that says that he didn't play anybody.
Right.
Or he's not this, you know, or this person is better. So, you know, I always tell him that, you know, and one thing about Bryson, man, you know, Bryson is very unselfish, sometimes too unselfish. So if it's one thing I would want to say to anybody about Bryson, it's just he's a team first guy. He just want to play ball and be with his guys, man. He's not trying to outdo the next person or nothing like that. But he's a winner. And a lot of times he struggled with it at first. Trey Miles and Zion Webb and Peter Parrish, they used to take the little ball from him and throw it. Man, get this big ball, put that little ball up. So for me to see him now throw that varsity ball the way he throws it, I remember times where he couldn't even grab it. And those guys still reach out to him to this day. They talk to him before the game. They reach out and talk to him. Zion will come up and train with him or whatever. And it means the world to him. And to see him now and see the younger quarterbacks at Russell County, middle school, and even Sheriff Taylor and all these people, to see the way the community at Russell County High School has accepted not only my son, but my family. That meant the world to us. You know what I'm saying?
Just by any school. So let's say Bryson doesn't get a football scholarship off a full ride, but he's eligible for academic scholarship. What's the school we walking on to? Because I know the grind don't stop there. Where we going? Where we going just to keep the whole conquering the challenges, beating the odds mantra going?
I want to go to a school that's like makes me feel at home. And offers the best teaching and environment, stuff like that, to where I can have fun but still attain the goals that I want to achieve while I'm there.
Now, last thing, man, we got the GPA, we got the personal goals. We know this is a team sport. When you look at your team, you're the quarterback. You're QB1. I saw that at practice yesterday. It ain't no question. What are you focusing on as far as your leadership skills, right, this year, to better yourself? And then also, what are the team goals that you have for the team? Like when you get in front of your teammates before fall kickoff, before fall camp, what are you going to say to them?
I want to be able to lead my team, not just the offense, but the defense too, as a Russell County Warrior team.
What are we saying about Bryson Riggins and the Russell County Warriors, or Russell County Warriors as a whole?
I say I want to make a playoff run. Well, not just we want to make a playoff run. I feel like this defense, like it's a sport. Like they done showed a lot of stuff since last spring and now into summer. Offense, still the same. Everybody came back. We been working. The whole team been working. Coaches been pouring into us since the spring, offseason or whatever. And I can't do it without my team. So put my faith in my offensive line, my receivers, the defense, coaches, fans. Just ready to showcase how what we've been working on since the end of last season.
And y'all, this interview is so easy because young man is humble, well-spoken, surrounded by a strong support group in his family, very interactive family, right? Your coaching staff believes in you, and I believe in it's gonna be the last thing. One person in your life that's impacted you the most, and it could be anybody. It could be a celebrity, it could be a family member, it could be anybody. One person that when you need that, all right, this is what I'm doing it for, but this is what so and so would do. This is what so and so would say. Who is that person and why?
My mom is like, she got MS, so it's like she go through a lot of stuff that I feel like a regular human being should have to go through. So like, I just look at like, she gotta go through this. Whatever I'm going through, ain't nothing compared to what she going through. So I just gotta keep pushing, keep going.
That's what's up, man. So, and I appreciate you for letting me be here, man. And actually just sitting down with the Coach Smook Network, man, because you're gonna be a big name, man. And when you blow up, I'm gonna be glad to say I seen it from the start. You know, I seen it from the jump. You know, hearing your story about your leg, all the adversity you came through, and just your ability to stay humble, persevere through all that. That says a lot. And your character about your character as a young man, but also as a leader, as a football player. I'm glad you don't take it for granted for what's in front of you, man. You really set up for success, and I think I believe wholeheartedly that you really gonna find success. And whatever you decide to do, man, whatever you decide to do, if it's football, I can see you if it's coaching, if it's mentoring, if it's being a businessman, running a business, whatever it is, man, your future is bright. And I think you setting yourself up for success, man. So we're gonna